Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gold Nugget, JAW_success. If this is your first time to the channel, let me welcome you. If you are already a subscriber, let me thank you for joining me on this growth path. Today, I'm talking about obstacles. This nugget is about obstacles. From time immemorial, there have been obstacles. There have been things and people that obstruct progress. However, just as how we have got to identify our priorities and define what is success to us, in similar manner, we are going to have to identify what are our obstacles. Matter of fact, in every um, path to success, or in every thing that can be defined as success, has its own inherent hindrances. And until we are able to identify those hindrances and properly deal with them, we are never going to succeed. I know the dictionary define an obstacle as persons or things that obstruct progress. However, I see an hindrance not just as something that obstruct progress, but as a series of challenges that must be overcome in order to achieve the required result that we want. Now, think about the triathlon or the steeplechase. There are persons out there who are winning. They are winning goal. There are persons out there who are going through the same kind of struggle we are going through, the same financial difficulties that we are having, but they are coming out on top. Why? To me, when you are able to define the obstacles or the hindrance to your success, you know how to what to put in place in order to win. The persons who gain goal at a triathlon or at a steeplechase, they know who they have to beat. They know how high they have to jump. They know how hard they will have to swim. They know how fast they will have to ride, and they prepare themselves. I am JAW underscoring success, and I have many definitions for success. So one more of my definition for success is preparation or training pushed to the limit on the day. It means that you know who you will have to beat. You know how accurate you're going to have to be on the day, and you prepare yourself beforehand in order to achieve that success. When we know, right, the obstacles. We know whether there are sharks in the water that we're going to swim in. So we know what time of the day we need to swim. I am told that Navy SEALs, when they are in the water, they are told swim. And if a shark come to you, thump it on its nose. I don't know if that is true, but when you're a mountain climber, you know how much rope or gears you need to carry with you. That is how you achieve success. Okay? There is no free lunch. We are gonna have to put certain things into place to succeed. There is no free lunch. A matter of fact, economics, the study of scarce resources, tell us that there is no free lunch. And if we are going to achieve success, that free lunch might be free to us, but it is costing somebody something. Okay? But when we don't know what are the obstacles we're facing, we wish things fall into place and we just hope for the best outcome. No, success is not hoping for the best outcome. It is working towards the best outcome. It is putting our shoulders to the wheel, going after the grind, as it were. Okay? This one person said it is the daily hustle. We're gonna have to push ourselves to make sure that we reach it. Okay? Um, there is a saying, there's a saying that success comes to those who are looking for it. And that is true. But success comes to those who are not just looking for it, that look there is working towards it, is making the necessary sacrifice. So the dictionary defines success, right? An obstacle as an hindrance, okay, to progress. All right. Now, My definition for an obstacle is not just from the perspective of people and things. Yes, it might be from the perspective of people and things, but more so from a couple of perspectives. One, from a financial perspective. In order to overcome a financial obstacle, we're going to have to ask ourselves, do I need to work a little harder? Do I need to get a second job? Do I need to work more overtime? Do I need to go back to school so that I can get a higher salary? Do I need to change job? Do all of that kind of stuff. A matter of fact, there is a part that says, don't beg nobody nothing. A matter of fact, my grandmother used to tell me, listen, don't beg. But if you have to beg and ask person for help, then go ahead to overcome the financial obstacle. Okay? Then there is a physical perspective. Now, what are your physical incapacities? Right? Some persons, because of their health, they can't make certain decisions. They can't go out and do certain things. But let me tell you this, we are living in a generation where even if you are not well to a particular degree, you still can achieve success with. So you have to look at your physical limitations, right? And work with them, work around them if so be the case. Then you have the perspective of people. Who are your supporters? Who are your doubters? Can you identify your amen corner, as it were, and play towards your strength? Not many of us know who is in our corner, so we don't know who to tell our dreams. We're afraid of telling people our dreams because we're afraid that they will steal it. Okay? But when you can identify those who are in your corner and support your dream, then you have persons who will pray for you and help you to grow. All right, then there is the location perspective. If you know that where you are is not conducive for growth, then you need to move. Every Abraham need to leave Ur of the Chaldeans. Yeah, we can't achieve success with naysayers. We're gonna have to move to another level, okay, and move out. A matter of fact, let me put it this way: sometimes success is not around with the crowd. Every Jesus have to go face the devil, where you really get success out in the wilderness and come back full of power in order to deal with what lies ahead of you. Okay? There is another perspective, and for me this one is interesting. It's the spiritual perspective. It's a psychological, emotional perspective that we need to look at ourselves. Are we sound in our head? Are we thinking straight? Are we thinking right? Are we putting the necessary effort in place to win? Okay? Sometimes when we don't know God, we don't know our strength. Because knowing that we are only second to Him gives us power to do much more than we normally do when we are depending on the will of man and depending on man alone to help us. Man will not help us in every case, but when we know that God is within us and when we know that God's give us our own strength and our own ability and we are willing to work our own strength and our own ability, we can overcome. Finally, we must look at our biggest hindrance as our own selves. A matter of fact, many battles would have been won if we had said to ourselves, you can win this. An obstacle is not to be just looked at as a mountain. Okay, it must be looked at as something that we have put in place. A matter of fact, an obstacle sometimes asks us, are you real? Is this you? Do you really want this bad enough? If you don't want it bad enough, then you will quit. An obstacle is really put into place to weave out those who don't deserve it. Do you deserve it? Do you deserve success? Do you deserve to be at the top of the ladder? Do you deserve to grow from where you are? If you deserve to grow, then grow. You know, the saying says that we have to look at things from two sides. But life is not a coin, a two-sided coin, as it were, right? Life is more like rhombicosi dodecagon with its 30 20 triangular sides, 30 octagonal side, 12. I'm not getting the figures right, but you understand what I am saying. When you look at life from that perspective, that it is so much that we have to put into place. Think of it, an obstacle as a fence. You put the fence in place to protect your family and protect the things that you want to protect. But to a thief, it is an hindrance. So when you look at life from the perspective of your obstacle rather as a fence, you will see that you are the one that put it in place and you know how to navigate it. But when you look at it as an hindrance, you see yourself as nothing but a thief, somebody who don't deserve the success that you're going after. So I know this nugget is a little bit long, but I am saying to you, put the things in place that you need to put in place. Identify your 4 P's. Identify your product. Identify your place. Identify your promotion strategy and name your price. Because if you don't do that, time will come back to bite you and to tell you you never deserve it. So look at yourself, identify the obstacles, put things in place and win, because no obstacle should keep us bound. They should, like the river running towards the sea, going through the desert, have boundaries and have banking that keeps the water together so that it doesn't spread out and become of none effect. Even so, the obstacles that are there to guide you and to put you in a frame of mind that says, I can win, I can succeed. This is JAW saying, there is no obstacle too high, too low, too wide that you can't make it through. Because guess what? If you have the power within you to know that you are higher and bigger than your obstacles, nothing hinders you. God bless you. Bye. Please like, subscribe, and share, as you say. Bye.